Jerry Lawler's journey in 1972 began with a series of matches that showcased his skill and resilience. On January 1st at the American Legion Arena in Jonesboro, Arkansas, he teamed up with Dwayne Peel, which many people might know him as Buddy Wayne, to face Jack and Jim Dalton. This match set the tone for what would be a busy year for Jerry Lawler. On January 12th, Lawler faced Bobby Bell at the Jackson Coliseum in Jackson, Tennessee, but despite his efforts, he was defeated. However, he quickly bounced back the following day, defeating Joey Correa at the National Guard Armory in Florence, Alabama. Teaming up with Steve Lawler, he secured a victory in a 2 out of 3 falls match against Hillbilly Chuck and Scufflin' Hillbilly Vic at the Civic Auditorium in Anniston, Alabama on January the 20th. On February 7th, he teamed up with Jim White at the Municipal Auditorium in Birmingham, Alabama, facing Roy Lee Welch and Eddie Marlin in a match that ended in a time limit draw. This match demonstrated Lawler's endurance and ability to hold his own against seasoned competitors. Throughout the month, Lawler competed in various locations, including Bowling Green, Kentucky, where he teamed up with the Green Shadow to face Sputnik McGraw and Norvell Austin on February the 9th. He also faced Lynn Rossi by countout on February 10th in Florence, Alabama. March brought more challenges and opportunities for Lawler. On March 15th, him and Jim White faced Roy Lee Welch and Tommy Gilbert in a 2 out of 3 falls match at the Jackson Coliseum in Jackson, Tennessee. However, the following day, they were defeated by Robert Fuller and Kevin Sullivan at the National Guard Armory in Florence, Alabama. Lawler continued to compete fiercely, facing Dennis Hall in a time limit draw on March 27th in Birmingham, Alabama. The month concluded with a match on March 30th in Florence, Alabama, where Joey Rossi and Eddie Marlin defeated Lawler and Jim White.
April was another busy month for Lawler. On April 3rd, he teamed up with Jim White to face Roy Lee Welch and Kevin Sullivan in Birmingham, Alabama, ending in a time limit draw. Lawler's competitive spirit was evident as he participated in multiple matches. On April 10th at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee, Lawler and Jim White defeated Jimmy Kent and Eddie Marlin. Throughout April, Lawler faced various opponents, including Eric Von Bronner, in a 2 out of 3 falls match on April 18th in Blytheville, Arkansas. He also teamed up with the Spoiler on April 19th to challenge Mike Boyette and Mickey Doyle for the NWA United States Tag Team titles while he made a trip to Gulf Coast Championship Wrestling. Lawler and Spoiler were not successful in winning the titles. The momentum continued into May and June, with Lawler and Jim White competing against top-tier talent. On May 1st, they defeated Oni Wiki Wiki and Tommy Gilbert at the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. However, they faced challenges, including a disqualification loss to Oni Wiki Wiki and Eddie Marlin on May 8th in Memphis. Throughout the spring and early summer, Lawler's matches often ended in time-limit draws, showcasing his ability to endure and compete at a high level. Highlights included victories over Ron Miller and Larry O'Day on May 15th in Memphis, and a significant win on June 19th in Birmingham, Alabama, where Lawler, Jim White, and Jimmy Kent defeated Tommy Gilbert, Oni Wiki Wiki, and Tojo Yamamoto in a 2 out of 3 falls match. By mid-1972, Jerry Lawler had firmly established himself as a formidable competitor in the wrestling world. His journey through these early matches demonstrated his skill, resilience, and determination, setting the stage for what would become a legendary career. From his early victories to the challenges he faced, Lawler's rise to prominence was marked by hard work and an unwavering passion for the sport.
And in the next video, we will look at the second part of 1972, the career of Jerry Lawler.